Hi friends, welcome back to your channel. Today we are diving into the world of market ratios, essential tools for evaluating a company's stock market performance. Whether you are an investor, a financial analyst, or someone who is just curious about how businesses are valued in the market, understanding these ratios is crucial. These ratios help investors understand whether a stock is undervalued, overvalued, or fairly priced. In this video, we will cover the most important market ratios, including the price to earning ratio, price to book ratio, dividend yield, earning per share, and price to earning to growth ratio. Plus, I will walk you through the examples for each one. Let's start with one of the most popular market ratios, the price to earning ratio. This ratio compares a company's stock price to its earning per share, helping investors evaluate how much they are paying for each dollar of earnings. Price to earning ratio is calculated as market price per share upon earning per share. Here's an example. Suppose company ABC has a stock price of $100 and the earning per share of $5. The PE ratio would be calculated as 100 upon 5, that is 20. A PE ratio of 20 means the investors are willing to pay $20 for every $1 of the company's earning. Generally, a high PE ratio indicates high expectations for future growth, while a low PE ratio could suggest that the stock is undervalued. Next up is the price to book ratio. This ratio compares the company's stock price to its book value per share, giving investors insight into how the market values a company's assets. Price to book ratio is equals to market price per share upon book value per share. For example, company XYZ has a stock price of $50 and its book value per share is $25. The PB ratio would be calculated as 50 upon 25, that is 2. A PB ratio of 2 means that the investors are paying twice the value of company assets. A higher PB ratio may indicate that the market expects strong future growth, while a low PB ratio could signal a potential bargain. Now, let's talk about dividend yield, which is an important ratio for income focused investors. It shows how much a company pays out in dividends relative to its stock price. Dividend yield is calculated as annual dividend per share upon market price per share. For example, if company DEF pays an annual dividend of 4 per share and the stock price is 100, the dividend yield would be 4 upon 100 equals to 0.04 or 4%. A 4% dividend yield means you will earn $4 annually for every $100 invested in the company's stock. A higher dividend yield is attractive to income investors, but it's important to consider the company's ability to sustain those dividends. Next is the earning per share. Earning per share is the fundamental indicator of a company's profitability. It tells you how much a profit a company generates for each share of stock. EPS is calculated as net income minus dividend on preferred stocks upon average outstanding shares. Here's an example. If company GHI has a net income of $1 million and 500,000 outstanding shares, the earning per share would be 1 million upon 500,000, that is 2 per share. An EPS of $2 means that the company generates $2 in earning for each share of stock. Investors typically look for companies with a steadily growing EPS, which signals increasing profitability. Lastly, let's discuss the price to earning to growth ratio, which adjusts the PE ratio by factoring in a company's expected earning growth. It gives you a more complete picture of whether a stock is fairly priced. PE PEG ratio is calculated as PE ratio upon annual EPS growth. For example, if company JKL has a PE ratio of 20 and expect annual earning growth of 10%, the PEG ratio would be 20 upon 10, that is 2. A PEG ratio of 2 suggests that the stock may be overvalued relative to its growth potential. A PEG ratio below 1 is considered attractive because it indicates that the stock is fairly priced or may even be undervalued. So, to conclude, we can sum it up as the market ratios are essential for making informed investment decisions. By understanding ratios like the P, PB, dividend, EPS, or PEG, you can better assess a company's value and growth potential. Remember, these ratios are most useful when compared to industry averages and historical trends. If you found this video helpful, please give it up a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated with more finance tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again in the next video.